Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. I've managed to capture a couple hours of sunlight here today. It's basically after supper. It's after work, after supper time. It took me a bit to get out here into the woods today, and it's a Friday night, so I'm going out for supper, man. It's a going out for supper drift. I've drifted on up here to the Overlook. I haven't been to this spot since January, maybe. Once the ice sucks in, it's really hard, really dangerous actually to get into here because it's so slippery, right? And so this is my first trip back here since spring has begun. Like I say, we've had a wet and cold spring so far, man. We've almost got April beat and we haven't seen much spring yet. So warmer days ahead though. I'm out for supper, so I'm gonna have to get set up and get supper going. I only got about 2 hours of daylight left, but I've got a plan for after dark. I'm gonna do some digital hunting and gathering for the first time after dark, but you'll have to go to Instagram or the TikTok or get me on Facebook there to see that stuff. Anyway, I've got a beautiful view down onto the brook. I've got wind in the trees. The sun slipped behind the hill already, so I don't have sun, but I really wanted to get to this spot just to have a look. See, this is one of the spots I'm targeting for a hammock camp for an overnighter. And yeah, I just wanted to come check it out, see how it looks after winter's released its grip on it, man. It looks pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to set up and get supper on the go, man, and a nice cup of tea. Right on. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, last weekend on my overnighter, not last weekend, even Thursday night before last, I went to cook my supper and my Trangia didn't work, man. It was cracked after I inspected it closely. I noticed it's cracked around the top ring, so I'm reverting back to a well-used, old DIY alcohol stove I made. It's just like a tuna fish can or something, small tuna fish can that I've stuffed with yellow pipe insulation. I put some metal screening cut into a circle and put it under the lip there. And I'm using the Trangia clone pot stand though, because the stove fits pretty nicely in there. And I've also brought the Trangia clone simmer ring, because I think I can use that to snuff this stove. So, without further ado, let's make sure this isn't going to be wobbly. I love how that just moved. Let's find the stick. Put the stick under here. That's better. Okay. Let's get our stove full and get it going. Oh, there's flies in the air, man. I'm just gonna... I don't use alcohol. I'm using solvable methyl hydrate in my stove here. There we go. Once it pools on the top like that, I don't know if you can even see it, but once it pools like that, I stop filling it. I'm going to use my ferro rod and my Leatherman wave to light it. Maybe. There we go. It's lit now. I haven't used this stove in a long time, man. Hopefully it works good. It always did work good in the past. Now I'm not going to waste any of that heat. I'm going to get my water on. Ferro rod goes back in my fire kit right away. Oh, and of course, my Twinings Earl Grey tea, man. Gotta get that in there. I've brought a cedar shingle again. It's just the flat spot in the woods, man. It's so nice having that. My Twinings is in the pot. Alright, I can see lots of flame dancing out from around that. I got my gloves for touching hot things. Oh, my garbage is going to go right in my pack. Right on. Let's get tea on the go before we start supper. Oh, that stove looks like it's doing great. Let's have a look here and see how my tea's doing. Oh, it's nice. It's up to a right hard boil. That looks great. Nice and dark. I got my insulated mug here. Gotta find a decent spot for that. Alright. Now I think I'm gonna snuff this stove, or try to, with that lid. If I can't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Come on, snuff it. Yeah, okay, it's snuffed. Right on. So now I just like doing that because then I'm not wasting fuel. So that, my old DIY stove worked great for boiling water anyway. We've definitely accomplished that. Gotta hold my old teapot kind of funny so that it doesn't, the handle likes to pop off sometimes. Ooh, my cup's moving. There we go. I was always told when you boil your tea, you should pour it from as high as you can, because that splashing will kind of re-aerate it and give it some body. So I always pour my tea from on high. Right on. Okay. Okay. We're back to the DIY stove, man, and tea is accomplished. Perfect. Put the lid on that. That's going to stay nice and hot till I'm ready for it. Now, supper. Let's see how we're going to do this. Now, this knob has been falling off my lid. My cook set is just in tatters. Anyway, besides all that. So, alright, my frying pan looks really level there, so that's great. I got my Bear Complex container with my food in it. I got my oil here. So, the reason I snuff that out is I want to put more fuel in it before I start cooking, because I don't want to run out of fuel halfway. Don't blow up. Okay, it's good. I'm going to make another one of these stoves real soon to go with this pot stand, just because this one's getting old, right? Fire lighting kit is here. I should have something in my fire lighting kit that is a scraper for the ferro rod. Oh, there we go. We're underway again. My Leatherman put away. Get that put away. That should be the last we need of that. Okay. So let's get my pan on. I can always put my pan there if I need to. Let's get some oil in my pan. And by some, I mean about half this bottle. That should be good. I hear more four-wheelers down on the trail. The main trail's right down there. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I'm kind of up here looking over it. On the other side, the drift that I was at Saddle Rock, I was on the other side of this valley, and I could hear four-wheelers go by. Okay, I brought something pretty cool tonight. So we were in Pictou County again for Easter. While we were there, of course, I said I was never going through without stopping. I went to the Whistleberry again. And this time I was looking for smoked pork ends, and they didn't have it. So I ended up getting the Whistleberry bacon ends. So my supper tonight is going to consist of some bacon, for sure. Not much else, actually, if I'm being truthful. Oh, that looks really hot. Kind of forgot how hot this stove runs. Anyway, that's alright. So, I'm going to open up my smoked bacon ends. I'm going to get them right in the pan, man. Just going to put that there for a second. Holy, what is this? Gonna try to break it up, I guess. There's a lot more here than I thought. It was all kind of smushed together. Oh no! That mostly landed on plastic, so I'm still gonna eat it. just in case you were wondering. Oh, this bacon looks great, man. There's actual meat on it. Tiny bit of forest on my bacon. Okay, that's just one big piece. Awesome. Okay, I need something to wipe my hands. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna let my bacon do its thing for a minute. Holy, that's looking good. Clean up my garbage and stuff. Wow. Just another tiny piece. Alright. There, I think I got everybody in the pan now. I'm gonna tidy up some of this stuff. And I'll bring these back when I add the next thing to the pan. Oh, is it ever frizzling? That stove is giving her, man. Set up a little bit of a windscreen. It's not being super effective, but it's helping. Alright, bring these back when there's something to show, man. Right on. We're cooking. Alright, sounds like things are happening here now. It's a bit of a struggle with the wind, but I think we got it. I've improvised a windscreen. Oh yeah, that looks great. Windscreen out of my aluminum foil that I always bring with my alcohol stove. Oh, that's looking great. It's coming. Nice. Okay, I'm going to add ingredient number 2 to this, which I like to keep things simple. So, ingredient number 2 is just white onion, baby. Just onion. Oh, the smell of bacon and onions in the woods with a brook running flat out down below you. That's good stuff, man. The wind wants to go uphill and downhill tonight. So, with an alcohol stove, that can make things a little bit difficult. But I think we're up to the challenge. That's why I brought aluminum foil. Okay, I'm gonna let my onions start to do their thing in there. This bacon looks phenomenal, man. Nice. Stove's still going strong. That's the other cool thing about having the Trangiaclone lid, is if it stops going strong, I can snuff it out and add more alcohol or more methyl hydrate. Okay, I'm gonna let those do their thing, and then I'll bring these back. Hopefully, won't be too much longer. I'm hungry, man. Right on. Oh, that smells good. Well, the smell. Oh my goodness. The smell of bacon and onions wafting through the woods right now is amazing, man. Ooh wee, that looks good. Stove's still going strong. Give that a nice stir. Oh, I lost an onion. All right. Woohoo! Nice pan full of bacon and onion. All right. So, what I'm going to do, I saw something, I didn't know how I was going to eat this. I was looking for buns and stuff. I found some of these here naan breads. Sandwich naan, they were called. So, I got a few of these. I'm going to put the bacon and onion on these and kind of eat them like a wrap, I guess. Now, oh, I also brought some roasted garlic mayo to go on top as well. So let's move some stuff around here so I can put my pan here. That's all good. That's all good. Okay, let's get one of these taken up. I'm gonna put my pan here for now. I'm just gonna let that stove burn till it burns itself out. Oh man, forgetting my garlic mayo already. A couple nice squirts of that on there. Yeah, I got bacon. I need onion. I think I need a little bit more bacon. There we go. That'll do for the first one. I'm just going to leave that there with the lid on to keep the contents nice and warm. All right. Now, let's see if I can make my way to my hammock chair without losing this. I'm just going to fold that up, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, nice. I'm going to get the lid off my tea so it can begin cooling. Here we go. Bacon, onion, on naan sandwich bread with roasted garlic mayonnaise. In the woods. The grease is just dripping out of this. Oh my. So yeah, just like everything else at the Whistleberry, the bacon's really good too. That's amazing. Mm, I gotta hold it out or it's gonna drip all over me. Whatever the smoke is they use at the Whistleberry, that's good stuff, man. Very good bacon. Well, bacon ends. This is what was left over, I guess. Yeah, will I burn my face off with my tea, I wonder? Look at the old DIY stove go now. Just giving her, man. Yeah, my tea is very hot, but very good. Earl Grey black, man. Mm-hmm. That naan bread is good too. It's not bulky or big like a bun. Sorry. Always talking with my mouth full, man. That is good. That is good stuff. I'm going to see what I can do with the rest of this and get it all eaten. And I'm going to sit here and relax and enjoy my tea for a bit. I'll bring this back when I'm ready to do that once I get this eat. I'm going to make a lot of really annoying noises, and because it is really good, man. Something about whistleberry bacon and pork, it's good stuff, man. And how can you ever go wrong with bacon and onions? In the woods? You can't. Right on. I gotta get another one of these made right away. Garlic mayo on my boot now. I'm just a mess here. mm, good stuff, man. Ah, there. I've had my lovely supper of bacon and onions on naan bread, little squares of sandwich naan, it was called. Very good, delicious, greasy, very greasy, man. But still very good. The Whistleberry bacon and pork is very good stuff. Check them out if you're ever in Pictou County. Oh, my tea is perfect. Oh, lovely. Oh, what a lovely evening. I was a bit rushed to get out, right? Friday night, just things to do after work. I'm lucky I get off a little bit earlier than most people, but get things gathered up. I did nothing last night. I didn't prepare to come out tonight at all, right? Uh, but anyway, I made her. That's what's important. From the moment I got here, I slowed down, started pumping the brakes, man. Just breathing it in. That's what it's all about. Hmm, very nice. The birds are just starting to ramp up the sunset singing. I can hear them up on the hill behind me. Mostly all I can hear is the brook, though. It's running pretty good there now. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and breathe this all in, man, and drink my tea. Like I said, I'm hanging in till dark is my plan anyway. I might not hang right here. I might go back to the car, check out a couple little spots on the brook after, like end the drift, and then move on to after dark digital hunting and gathering. Something I've never tried before. I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. We'll see. It's all just experience, man. There's no success or failure. Well, I mean, there is success. There's no failure. Not for me. There's just what is. Try again, or lose interest and move on. Oh, that tea is lovely. So I'm so grateful I got out on an overnighter last weekend, man. Right before Easter, that experience has held me just perfectly, perfectly balanced all week long. I'm really I'm watching. I'm watching real close, watching the weather to see when the next chance is going to be for me to get out again. Like I say, that's why I wanted to come here, because I've always had my eye on this spot. It's not a great tent spot for sure. You might get away with a tent here somewhere, but there's not much flat ground, and a hammock would be really nice right here, man. I've hung the hammock here just to see if I could, and I could, and it was nice. But there's already a ring of stones here to have a campfire. There are paths to get down to the brook to get water. So, and luckily I can get my car fairly close to this spot. So it's not a huge effort to get in here. And it's a lot of trail, mostly trail walking to get here. Very, not too much bushwhacking. So that's good. And this is a nice open forest. So your bushwhacking isn't like whacking bushes. You're just walking through open woods, right? The good stuff. So fair warning though, the videos as we transition into summer, the my videos are gonna be a bit more random. I'll try to still gonna try to get out and everything, but I may not make it out every week. It's tradition for us during the summer months, from the end of May to October, to retreat to the beach, man, on the weekends and stuff. So I'll try to get out on drifts through the week. I'm gonna be out looking for mushrooms and stuff too. I just can't say when my videos are gonna be uploaded or how many. I'll try to get them done, man. They're very important to me. The amount of wellness I gather from doing this, super important to me. So I'm guessing I'm going to get out at least once a week, probably more. Can't wait to get into some mushrooms, man. Some mushroom foraging. That's going to be good times. Every year gets a little bit better. The more you learn, right? Oh, that's good. So as well on my last video, I mentioned in the morning after I was having when I was having my morning coffee, I mentioned about how I a number of years ago defeated my mind, and a couple people had asked a little bit about that, and I just want to caution you because once you start to defeat your mind, there's really you don't get to go back, man. And I think of it as like conscious living, living consciously, understanding that every step I take on this earth has an impact, man. There are organisms underneath my boot every time I step, and right, I am the absolute annihilation of their universe when I lay my foot down. But that everything is part of that cycle, right? There's no easy way to defeat your mind. Trying the best way, the best place to start is start looking into understanding your mind, understanding how it works, why it works, what it is, even. So, I part of what started me down this path of defeating my mind was the realization that nobody knows where thoughts come from. We all think, maybe we think, thoughts come from inside your head, right? And you're thinking them. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're thinking. That's definitely a thing. You are capable of thought, but sometimes thoughts are just things. They're just things that happen. And Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. I say Eckhart Tolle, has a lot of videos on what your mind is and what your thoughts are and where they come from. And when I started looking into where thoughts come from, that's kind of what started me on this path a little bit. One of the things I looked into first, he had said that thoughts, our brains, are more like an antenna. They're like a receiver. They're like an electrical receiver floating around on top of our shoulders. And thoughts are more like bubbles floating around throughout our reality, throughout our universe. And when a thought strikes us, it happens to me a lot, and I notice it more now. But when a thought strikes us out of the blue, we're not thinking it, an idea, an inspiration, anything at all, a thought, then you can be assured that millions upon millions of other people have just had that exact same thought. Because those bubbles get out there, and then they start getting interpreted by our brains and processed. So nobody knows where thoughts come from. We think it's in your brain, but there's nowhere in your brain you can poke or prod and you know make you think about peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter, right? That's not how it works. So anyway, to start defeating your mind, be warned, it's not that easy, man, and it can be painful at times, but persevere. Stay positive. Keep working on it. You fail today, do better tomorrow, right? There is no failure. There's only opportunities to learn and grow and just keep doing that, and you will get there, man. Another big realization I had on this journey is that the way we feel each and every day, the way I feel is my choice. I am choosing how I feel. So if I feel angry, right? I just have to not feel angry. I need to let it go and get back to feeling good again. Pay attention to when you feel good and pay attention to when you don't and stop doing the things that make you don't feel good, right? That's what I do. Anyway, advice from a guy swinging from a hammock chair in the woods, drinking Earl Grey tea, man, looking at a beautiful brook. Lovely. Anyway, my tea has about one drink remaining. Done and done. So also, I could talk about defeating your mind at length for sure because I've been doing it for, like I say, a few years now. But just try, just keep trying, right? Don't let your mind tell you what to do. Become the observer of your thoughts. Don't be so attached to what you think, right? If you want to talk more about defeating your mind in the process. It can be a dangerous process, man. I'm reluctant to get on too much about it, but if you're interested in just talking or you need someone to talk to, reach out to me, man. I'll do what I can. I'll try to help. That's all I can say. I would be remiss to not help. Understand that love is the highest vibration that we can have. The highest emotion we can hold is love. And to act from a place of kindness in all situations, choose kindness, choose love every time. And those times that you don't, those times that you might choose anger or a different emotion, once that event is over and past and you're centered again, reflect on it and figure out why that happened. Why did you get angry? Why did you get upset? Right? And guess what? It's always something in you that you can change to make that experience better. So it's all about figuring it out, man. A lot of people are here just jumping from one desire to the next, right? There's a few of us here that are trying to figure out what the best thing is we could do while we're here, I guess. What the most exciting and awesome thing you can do while you're here, and that's what I'm doing. I work, I got a job, I work every day, weekends off, right? Overtime, all that jazz, bills to pay, but I don't have to think about any of that any of the time if I don't choose to. I can think about this, man. So anyway, I'm gonna pack up, start working my way out while I still got some light. I've got flashlights with me, and I'm going to transition into digital hunting and gathering, man. I'm excited for this next series, so check them out over on the Instagram. I'd love to get more things going on the Instagram, just to share, just to help people. And those videos that I put up there, those are meant as little mini meditations, right? Stare at them. Notice the little differences. Notice what's happening in them. You might benefit from them. Right on. One last look down at the brook, man. Beautiful bit of time I've had in the woods here tonight, eh? Lovely. Out for supper at the Overlook Drift. It was a great success, man. Back to my DIY stove, my methyl hydrate stove. I'm gonna make a new one. That one's pretty crusty, although it did work. I've got to come up with a new bit of a DIY windscreen, I think, that'll go all the way around it. I'll work on that. We're supposed to have a rainy weekend, so I have lots of time to work on little things. Ah, it's starting to get dark. So that means it's time to get out digital hunting and gathering, man. I'm excited for this series. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then there'll be no series starting this weekend. But if it does work, it'll be awesome. Also, I just filmed a little promotional video for New Glasgow's Art at Night, which is coming up on May 3rd from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. I've heard from them, and I will be showing in the Farmers Market building in New Glasgow, down on the river. Come check it out, man. Downtown New Glasgow, New Glasgow's Art at Night. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be talking about the YouTube. I'm going to be talking about the wood. I'm going to be talking about whatever anyone wants to talk about when they get to my table, man. And I'll be selling all my homemade merch, right, that I make, my YouTube merch. So it's all just stuff I create, man, just like this. So I don't, I have to sell it because it's a vendor type thing. It's a market thing, but not really all that interested in selling stuff. If you see something on my table, you like it, let me know. You can have it. Right on. Anyway, I'm going to head down the trail, man. Get back to the car. We've only got about half an hour before we get into dark, full dark, so I got to get moving. I've had a lovely time here this evening. Glad to see that the Overlook is just as it was, man. Glad to see that I can potentially for sure set up a hammock here. Maybe spend a night. That could be in the cards. We'll see. Either way, had a great time. I hope to see you on the next one, man. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, and remember, folks, as always, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.